Hey guys, what's going on? It's Ashley and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, what I'm going to be doing is my November favorites. Now you guys know I never film favorites videos just for the hell of it. In fact, when I don't have favorites, I just don't film favorites videos at all. So I'm actually really pumped and really excited about today's video because these are products that I've really been gravitating towards, products that I've really been loving, and I'm excited to share with you. So I'm just gonna cut the jibber jabber and jump into the products. You guys know I normally start my favorites videos off with beauty products, but we're gonna switch it up a little bit in today's favorites, and I'm gonna start off with miscellaneous items. One of my frequently asked questions over on my Instagram is, what do I use to take my Instagram photos? And the camera, my baby, that I have been loving to take my Instagram photos is the Sony a5100. This is what the camera looks like right here. This is my baby, this is my ride or die. I do have to blame Belinda a little bit for breaking my pockets because she kinda encouraged me to buy this camera. If you don't know who Belinda Sleet here on YouTube, she definitely encouraged me to buy this camera. I was in New York City with her for BeautyCon. We actually were there for a Maybelline meetup, and when I saw her Instagram photos and I just saw her like vlog footage, I was like, I need that camera. So I texted her immediately. She told me the model. I went to Best Buy and I bought it. So I blame her for the lack of money in my bank account, but I love the quality of the photos. I love the video quality. It's just insane. It's amazing. Not to say that my Canon G7X wasn't doing it for me. I mean, it was for vlogs, but it just wasn't doing it for me for like Instagram photos. So I normally use this for Instagram photos and I use my Canon G7X to vlog, if that makes any sense. It's a little bit high maintenance, so you guys definitely don't have to have two cameras, you know. I would definitely recommend getting the Sony a5100, especially if you are trying to get into like makeup photos on Instagram, because it does have a smoothing effect, so it smooths out your face just a little bit. I mean, you can put it on low, medium, or high. I definitely recommend low, or else you'll be a complete Play-Doh face. Just saying, you don't want that. And it also has like color correction and things like that. Definitely recommend picking this camera up. I do want to say that Best Buy will be having deals on these cameras for Black Friday. I at least know that they will have like a bundle deal for their Sony a6000, which is very similar to this camera, except it doesn't have a flip out screen like this. It doesn't have a screen that flips out. It kind of just comes out like about that much, which is kind of sucky, but that camera is also really, really good. This next miscellaneous item is kind of weird, and I know some of you guys are going to judge me for it, but do not judge me. I am only human, and it is the Clean and Easy Sensitive Wax Microwave Kit. So this is what the product looks like right here. Now, a little bit of a chit chat, a little bit of a jibber jabber. I have to tell you guys the backstory as to why I decided to get this. So originally I got this because I went to Ulta, or I called Ulta, and they told me that the guy who normally does my eyebrows is out of town. So I was like, okay, I'll schedule an appointment for when he gets back. And it was probably like the 1st, and they were like, oh, he's not gonna get back until the 12th or the 10th. And I was like, oh no, I cannot wait a whole entire week or 2 weeks until he gets back to do my eyebrows. My eyebrows were like in desperate need of some help. So immediately I thought, you know, I'm not gonna let anyone touch my eyebrows, and I'm just gonna do it myself. So I went over to Sally's, and I knew that I wanted a microwavable wax, just because I've had, you know, the little fancy wax systems and stuff like that, the very big pots that heat it up and stuff like that. They're super expensive and they're just very, very messy. So I knew for sure that I did not want that. I came across the microwavable wax, and I just thought it was a better deal to get the whole entire kit. It comes with the wax, and guys, the amount of wax that comes in here is like insane. So this is kind of like the wax jar. It's a very big one. It has a handle right here. I really like to use this to wax my own eyebrows, and I also use it to wax my mustache. Now, I said it, your girl got a mustache. I have no shame. Funny story is that all throughout my years of growing up, I had a mustache, and I was always so embarrassed of it. And I feel like it's not something us as girls should get embarrassed about, because all girls, well, not all girls, I feel like some girls have mustaches and they just kind of like shave it off so that way no one ever knows. But instead of shaving, I definitely recommend using a microwavable wax. It will change your life. I'm serious. Just be very careful, because I remember when I was in high school, maybe a freshman or sophomore, I was so embarrassed of my mustache, and I didn't want to shave it anymore because people were telling me, you know, it's gonna get really thick and it's gonna be like a man. So I was like, oh my God, no, I have to wax it. Funny story is I bought a microwavable wax and I waxed myself, but I put the wax on wrong, or I put it on when it was too hot, and like I burned the skin off my top lip, and everybody like knew what happened. So if you're gonna get that, be very, very careful, and do not heat up the wax too much, and just put it on your face when it's cool. Trust me, you don't want to be that girl. My next miscellaneous favorite is a reoccurring favorite, but then again, not really, because I've never included them in like a favorites video, which is kind of weird now that I think about it, but I've talked about them a ton in the past. I did a full review on the brand and also included them in a few of my nighttime routines, and I'm talking about Smile Brilliant, which is a professional teeth whitening company. The reason that I'm talking about them in today's video is because they're offering a killer sale from the 27th through the 30th that I don't think you guys want to sleep on. They're having 30% off their entire site, which they never ever do. This is my favorite teeth whitening company. This is the only teeth whitening company I have ever really talked about here on my channel because it's a company that I absolutely love and I truly believe in. I feel like the system is very effective, and when I say effective, it's not like one of those run-of-the-mill kind of brush the teeth whitening product on your teeth and then they're gonna get white kind of thing. It is that kind of company that sends you a kit. You're gonna create a mold and then you're gonna get custom fitted trays. So these are my custom fitted trays. I got this maybe over a year ago, and like I said, I really love it. That is why I'm talking about it. And I'm gonna get a little bit nasty with you, but these are my trays right here. I just put my whitening product in there, pop it in my mouth, and I feel like it's effective because these trays are holding the whitening product to my teeth, which is essentially whitening them. Now, me and Ulysses did this maybe back in April, and I was doing it way before then, but Ulysses tried it back in April, and we got awesome results. It lifts your teeth maybe up to 6 to 7 shades. If you guys want to check out the sale or you're afraid that you'll forget, I'm going to leave a link down below so that way you guys can sign up, so that way they can send you reminders as to when the sale ends, that kind of thing. My last miscellaneous favorite is something you guys probably see a lot over on my Snapchat, especially like when I'm working out, and I'm talking about these Power Beats wireless headphones. These things are my jam, like literally my jam when I have them in. No, let me stop. But I love them. They are awesome. It tells you which one to put in the left ear and which one to put in the right ear. I love this. I just kind of hook it around my ear like this. It stays in the whole entire time I'm working out. It's wireless, so that way, like, you know, the wire isn't getting in the way. I absolutely hate it when I used to use like my other headphones. Like my phone would drop and then my music would stop and then I would just be completely out of my element while I was working out, and I hated it. So me and Ulysses both got pairs of these. I want to say we paid like $200 at Best Buy, but the good thing about Best Buy is that they do price match. So if you find a cheaper price like on Amazon or BH Studio or whatever that website's called, you can always let them know and then they'll price match for you. So we ended up getting ours cheaper than $200, which is definitely good. They go around your neck like this and then you wear them. So they look super cute, super stylish. Anyways, let me stop. All right, moving on. Now, moving on to beauty products, I do have two favorite foundations. One is from the drugstore, the other one is higher end. Now, the first one I'm going to share with you guys is the drugstore version. I'm sure a lot of you guys probably know what it is because I recently talked about it in my flawless drugstore kind of like foundation routine. And it is the Maybelline Dream Liquid Mousse Foundation, which looks like this bad boy right here. I absolutely love it because it gives you a really nice, flawless airbrush finish, which is definitely a surprise coming from a drugstore foundation. It's very affordable. I am in the shade Sandy Beige Medium 1. What I like about this product is that it is buildable, it's medium to full coverage, and it's also a satin finish. So it's not gonna leave you extremely matte, and it's also not too dewy. So that is something that I love and I appreciate. I love that it has a pump on it, and it's just awesome. The coverage is amazing. I will say be careful how you layer this up because it can come off a little bit cakey if you do get a little bit heavy-handed. I definitely recommend using a beauty blender. I said that so weird. Moving on to my favorite high-end foundation, and I'm sure this comes off as no surprise to some of you guys who follow me over on Instagram because anytime I post an Instagram photo and I post all the products and stuff like that down below, 99% of the time I'm wearing this foundation, and I am talking about the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Stick Foundation. Now, I'm gonna be straight up with you guys. I wasn't expecting to love this foundation as much as I do. I am in the shade 127 Y335. Y335 is like the new kind of color shades Makeup Forever is doing. But like I said, I wasn't expecting to love this as much as I do. Number one reason being is because it is a stick foundation. In my eyes, stick foundations can be very unsanitary. It can cause a lot of bacteria, a lot of just cross-contamination, and that's just not my thing. So one recommendation I can give you if you do decide to pick this foundation up is to disinfect it every single time that you use it, so that way you don't have any bacteria building up or anything like that. Another one of the reasons I was really skeptical about this product is because it's a stick foundation, and normally stick foundations, they kind of slip and slide all over my face, and it's just a hot mess by the end of the day, but this does not do this. This is on a completely different side of the spectrum. Make Up For Ever kind of changed the game with this one. I absolutely love it. I kind of just rub it all over my face, and no matter how much product I put on my face, it's dispersed so nicely into the skin. It kind of like melts into the skin, and honestly, it looks like skin. Now, this is my favorite stick foundation ever. I cannot put it down. And one of the main reasons is because I like to apply it with a certain brush, which is a little bit weird. I tried to use it with the Beauty Blender, but I found that the Beauty Blender was really kind of like soaking up the product and shearing the product out. I really love the coverage this gives. It's medium to full coverage. It's not sheer by any means. And the brush I really love to use to apply this product is the Make Up For Ever 108 brush. This is a very large foundation brush. Normally, I don't even like foundation brushes because I find that it leaves my foundation streaky and it's just not cute, but this does not do that. This really blends out the product so that way it just kind of like melts into the skin. It doesn't take away any of the product, so it's not shearing it out like a Beauty Blender. I don't know what it is, but this is my power combo. Like, I love these two products together. I definitely recommend them. Not to say that you don't really have to pick up this brush. This is just kind of like a preference, but you need these. Since we're already on the topic of brushes, I might as well just tell you guys about my other favorite brush, and it is the MAC 135. Now, I don't know who it was. Maybe it was Desi Perkins or Luster Lux or one of those two who put everybody onto this brush, but it is a godsend. It is amazing. I like to use this for bronzing up the skin. I just take it right up in this area right here, and it really just creates a very blown out bronze effect. I also use it up in my temples. I don't bronze my forehead anymore. I'm kind of trying a different kind of bronzing contouring technique. If you guys want an updated version, let me know, but I really love this brush for bronzing. Now, this brush was $42. Do I think it's worth it? Absolutely. Would I pay it again? Absolutely not, because I found a cheaper alternative over on the Morphe website, and it is the Morphe M527 brush. These are identical. This one is a lot cheaper. I want to say this is under $20, and I paid like 42 bucks for this. The only difference that I can tell is that the Morphe one is a little bit shorter than the MAC one. Other than that, they are the same texture. They feel exactly the same. I haven't used the Morphe one, so if anything changes, I will let you guys know, but I definitely recommend picking up the Morphe one as opposed to the MAC one because they're pretty much the same. Speaking of bronzer, I'm throwing it back with an oldie but a goodie, and for some reason it's been like hyped up all over YouTube and Instagram. This is a product that I've used for so long, back when I was really getting into makeup, and it's MAC's Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Give Me Sun. As you can see, mine is in the very old packaging. I've hit pan on it. I'm not quite done with the bronzer just because I kind of put it in the back of my makeup drawer, trying to experiment with like other bronzers, but it recently came out and I've just been loving it. Absolutely amazing bronzer. I really like to use it to kind of bronze up my face. So I will go in with that MAC 135 brush. I will kind of dust my brush in here just like this, tap off the excess, and I would just use it to kind of add some warmth and really just bronze up the skin. I'll also take it alongside my temples here. I am bronzing in a whole new way, like I said, so if you guys want to see an updated version of that, let me know. I've already said that though. I promise you guys, I'm not playing you, but this is a favorite, and I know I just got it. I just hauled it, and it's the Laura Mercier Loose Setting Powder in Translucent. I was using the brightening one for a very long time. I recently switched to this one, and honestly, I feel like the translucent version is a lot better than the brightening one. So if you're gonna pick one of those up, definitely go with the translucent loose setting powder. It's amazing. I love it. I do think it's a game changer. So if you guys are skeptical on this product, I definitely say go get it. It's worth every single penny. It leaves me extremely matte. I really love to use it to like bake underneath my eyes, also set like my chin, areas of my face that tend to get very oily, like my forehead, my T-zone. I always set underneath my eyes with the loose setting powder, and I also set it with my chin, and honestly, I do not get oily in those areas. And it's kind of weird because like with all these filming lights that I have around me, I normally get very oily in my chin, but I don't when I use it. So game changer, you need it. Ask for it for Christmas. Another product I've been loving from Too Faced was actually a recommendation from my girl Janine who works at Ulta. It is the Too Faced Shadow Insurance Glitter Glue. I told her I was doing some holiday looks and I was in dire need of a glitter glue or something to really adhere the glitter I was putting on my eyes. She absolutely recommended this 100%, and I must say that it was an awesome recommendation on her part. So my very last favorite of this video is gonna be a highlighter, and this is a highlighter by Laura Geller. You can pick their products up over at Ulta, and this is the Big Fake Gelato Swirl Illuminator in Gilded Honey. This is one of those highlighters that was being pumped up all over Instagram by Amarie, and for an obvious reason. This is a gorgeous highlight. Now, looking at it in the pan just at the store, it really didn't look too hot. But when you rub your fingers in it, it's just such a gorgeous highlight. Like, do you see that? I'm actually wearing the highlight on my face today so that way you guys can see it. I love the way that it looks. I love the way it just kind of sits on the skin. It's not one of those really soft highlighters like Becca Opal or Becca Champagne Pop or anything like that. You really have to like rub your finger in there, and it doesn't like break apart or anything like that, which is something I really, really like. Now, if I had to compare this to something, I would definitely compare this highlighter to MAC Oh Darling. So that pretty much wraps up my November favorites. If you guys do have any recommendations for products that you guys think that I should try, be sure to leave them in the comments down below, because you guys know I'm a makeup freak. I'm a freak in general. I love trying out new things, and I would love to hear you guys' recommendations down below. I also want to know which one of my favorites were your favorites, and what products are you guys thinking about picking up. Also, I do want to let you guys know that I am attempting Vlogmas this year. I've never attempted it before. I know my Vlogtober was a complete fail, but I made it through 10 vlogs in a row, which was definitely very, very hard. So I'm going to challenge myself this month or next month in December to do Vlogmas, which means you guys have to go to my vlog channel, subscribe, because I'm going to be vlogging, and there's going to be a lot of things going on during the month of December. I'm actually moving. Yes, we are moving out of this apartment. I know we just moved in, but it is way too small for us. Let's get real. I need my own filming space. I need my space, because filming up in my living room right now is just not the business. So we will be moving at the very end of December. We will have a really slight lapse in where we move until we get to our final destination. I'm not going to say where we're moving because it is going to be a very big move, and we're sure that we want to do it, but we're not sure when it's going to happen. So I'm not going to say it on the internet just yet. When it does happen, when I do have official moving date, I will let you guys know. But you guys will see a lot of different things over on the vlog channel for Vlogmas. You'll see Christmas stuff, you'll see moving stuff. You guys just got to subscribe to the vlog channel so that way you guys can see what we're up to during the month of December. So do that, and I don't have anything else to say except I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much, and I'll be sure to see you guys all in my next video. Bye, guys.